This is section 1.3 on postulates. In this is our third part. We're going to look at postulate 1.4. That's the fourth postulate from chapter 1. We're going to look at the third postulate in the next video because it's probably a little bit trickier. This one's a little simpler. This one says if two planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. Try to visualize what the diagram's showing you here. You have a yellow plane. Think of that as our floor. And then you have a gray plane. You could think of that as the front wall. The floor and the front wall are going to intersect. And they're not going to intersect at one point, like point A. Obviously, point A is on the floor, and it's on the front wall. Point P is on the floor, and it's on the front wall. But those aren't the only places that are on the floor and the front wall. All of these locations are on the floor and the front wall. Remember, planes go on forever. So you have to envision this happening outside of the walls of your classroom. Now, it's impossible to name all of those intersections, all of those little locations, unless you're talking about the collection of all those points. That would be the line that goes through point A and point P. Two planes don't touch once or twice or 100 times. They touch infinitely many times in the shape of a line. Let's take a look at an example using this postulate 1.4. This figure shows the intersection of 6 planes. Name the intersection of plane CDG and plane BCD. So remember, you name planes with 3 letters. Where does plane CDG live? Find point C, D, and G. Is that the front wall, the back wall, left wall, right wall, ceiling, or floor? That's the ceiling. All 3 points live on the ceiling. Plane BCD, I'll use a different color. I'll use orange. Those 3 points live on the left wall. Does the ceiling touch the left wall? Sure it does. It doesn't touch it once. It doesn't touch it twice. It touches it infinitely many times in the shape of a line. Okay? The line that contains the 2 points that you can visibly see is on both of those planes. Point C is clearly on both planes. Point D is clearly on both planes. That means all the points on that line, CD, are also on both planes. That's the intersection of both planes. 2 planes intersect at a line.